Ah, Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
Hi, Isaac. It's something I would like to share a bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, of
And
course.
yeah, and it's not really a question, but something I just find, yeah, we could look maybe a bit together and difficult to serve. It's like after the retreat, it's so much more clarity in a way, and but my body is really not doing well. It's um, really easily overwhelmed, um, and um, yeah, and and from there it goes easily also mentally into all kind of odd trauma or difficult things. And but there's more clear recognition of of who I am, and so there's no questions or but it's just difficult. Like yeah, life it's also yeah, I'm still in my life, so to speak, and there are
Mm.
certain things I have to do, and there's this yeah, it's so difficult to be with this overwhelm at times. It's like
Mm.
yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. So, so when we speak about overwhelm, and I know it's a feeling, a sense, and the sense is that it's too much.
Yeah.
So, from the perspective of awareness, it just is like it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, overwhelm means that there's some sense of identity or some sense of a habit of attention that produces a sense of
Yeah. Yeah.
something that can be over. Yeah.
That's true because, for example, last week I was like attending the satsang, and afterwards I could feel my body is in the same state, but and it could also be what I called be like physical sensations were difficult, but less
Mm-hmm.
overwhelm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Far out.
and
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a nice
and
distinction.
yeah, yeah, and and yeah, and that's what I'm not in a way exploring, not so consciously, but in a way, it's like is this overwhelm? What is it like a mentally like a shift of attention, or is it produced by that I'm doing too much, and my body says, okay, this is like now way too much. So it's
Mm.
difficult to make that distinction, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, so now there's just a discernment starting to happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And so and I would say that that's healthy. That's really healthy. And so, it's an exploration. I love the way you bring it because I don't think anyone can tell you.
yeah,
So you see that, I mean, so either it's like um, there's a habit of, you could say, of involvement in life where feeling pressure, I would say it like that. So, I say in our culture we call it stress. So, and it's when we look at stress, it's like somehow there's a habit of attention that produces some sense of pressure, like we don't have enough time.
I can feel it now when we talk about it. I can feel like it's like I have to do certain things for like work things for a couple of weeks, and I feel it's too much for the system to do it, but I have to like finish some stuff up, and this, like when we talk about it, I instantly feel like this pressure feeling, and then I feel this overwhelm and all the mental
they go
stuff
together.
Which follows.
That goes absolutely together. So to me, it seems like that's I would say, a very natural development. When your system gets quieter, you start to see where there's been patterns playing of putting pressure. Usually that's something that, like a child doesn't really have that, but we learn it from school, we learn it from our families, we learn it from our culture. And it becomes such a habit, you could say, that it doesn't take much to trigger that feeling sense of pressure. Because when I've been exploring that in this journey, I can say it doesn't take much. It's when I actually look at it rationally, there is nothing, no real, but it's just the habit of seeing through that lens, I could say it like that. So it's it's uncomfortable because it is such a habit that it doesn't even show up on our radar. We find ourselves with that feeling of overwhelm, but we don't quite see how it happens. It's just like, and then it's like, the question usually is, what can I do about it, or something rather than, okay, what's producing this? Somehow, it's like, and so, to me, it seems like the opportunity is, okay, I'm here. I know this presence is that in which the sense of personality arises, the sense of me arises, all of that stuff. And within that sense of me and that sense of personality, there's habits that have been conditioned or are trauma-based, whatever. It doesn't much matter. And then it shows up as a sense of overwhelm. And like it's too much. But if you slow it down in this moment, then you see, okay, just this moment. It's just like the next breath comes by itself, the next heartbeat comes, or it doesn't. Usually.
Could also be a relief.
But then within that habit, there's a sense of, I have to do like some sense of pressure.
I can see now that like I have to do something that even creates more pressure.
Exactly. And again, it's like I have to. And you look, do I have to? Well, no, I don't. Nothing is forcing me. It's like, it's like, but there's this conditioning of having to, like that alone is enough to produce.
And I can also see that there's this conditioning. I have to, but I can also feel sometimes this conditioning is so strong that I will do it. And so I can either way.
But you're starting to get gaps now. You're starting to, okay, it's conditioning, it's a habit, and it's a habit of putting pressure. Okay, and then you can check in the moment. Okay, here's this habit. It's trying to help me. And that's like, you know, wherever this habit comes from, whether it's conditioning, whether it's from the way your parents lived their lives, probably you look at, they knew this pressure well, probably. Most people do, yeah.
Yeah.
And so, of
Yeah.
course, you know, we pick it up. It's like, okay, that's what life is about, is putting this pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I could sense like when we're sitting together, it's like just it's moment by moment, and then I
Exactly.
see,
Exactly.
and then I see where it goes, but this mental thing is it's not helping.
Yeah, so that's the thing. The moment there's a notice, okay, well, there's a feeling of overwhelm or a feeling of pressure, but they're the same thing, by the way. They come together in an instant. The
Yeah.
moment there's have to, there's the sense of
Yeah.
overwhelm, you could say. So then it's like, okay, there's this feeling right now, and if I look in this moment, it's trying to help me by putting a pressure on myself to try and get motivated to do whatever it is that has to be done.
Yeah.
But then just seeing if it actually helps or not, you know, like starting to make that distinction. It's trying to help, clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can say in this journey, it took a while to unwind that because it jumped so quickly into going with it. It's like it was very, very difficult for me to sit still, for me not to be running, I could say like that. And
it's good to like to single it out, like that this
yes,
mechanism, because I
absolutely,
can see
absolutely.
it's tied to different constructs. The construct I have to is also like a whole different string, so to
Absolutely,
say.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's you know, it's, in me it would come the moment waking came. It was like, what do I have to do today? It wasn't like, oh, this morning, you know, wow, I can take my time to wake up. It was no, I have to get up and run.
Yeah.
It and you know, it's because it's. I think very often it's tied. It's existentially based. It's like, if I don't, I'm going to die. Even though you look at it, if I don't do my washing, I'm going to die, or I don't, you know, whatever it is. It's like,
Yeah, I end up alone on the streets, something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So because it's you know, has an existential quality, it's like really, there doesn't feel like there's space and time to even look at it. It's like, no, I don't. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's starting to reveal. I'd say it's healthy. It's not particularly comfortable, but it's fantastic that it's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Isaac. Really helpful, and yeah, really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, beautiful. Hey, Niba.
Hello,
Hi.
everyone. Thank you for your interaction with Thomas, because I have an insight that I want to share that might be useful for everybody. I had like a visual kind of feeling, an understanding of what you were saying, like when you were talking about stress and pressure. I thought I felt it's more like tension, like a rubber band. So then I saw like me, like another reality that's created in thoughts, like, but that's out there and that's creating that tension. And then I realized, like, how do I, like, even I have to do something to release the tension is another point of like picture in that's created another tension, and then you just let go, and it comes back here, like, and that's yeah, that's the first time that I saw it like that. Before I kind of knew, like Thomas was saying, I felt it and I understood it in that way, but this makes it more clearer for me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
beautiful. Thank you.
thank you. I just wanted to share this.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like the inquiry is just, I would say it's not really a doing. It's just a simple recognition that something is playing, that's producing attention, and then questioning, is it useful in this moment? It's just like, in a way, you could say it's breaking the spell. It's just like this. It feels so real, yeah. Yeah. Ah, Emmy. Emmy.
Beautiful exploration with Thomas. Really thankful. I would like to also look at something. I noticed there's quite, I think, I would call it quite some more space that things can come up, uncomfortable feelings. I have a long history of fear, very, very incredible fear, and that I didn't sleep off, but that's really the past. Over the years with you, the gradually more and more clarity about this pattern. And lately, I noticed during the day that there are many moments that some uncomfortable feeling comes up. It's very slight. I could easily, overrule it by doing something or eating something. It's very slight. But it also has to do with this somehow. It to me, it feels like, I could label it, but it's something existential. But in a very slight way. Lately, I even noticed it when I was doing a Sudoku, and I wasn't able to to yeah to find the solution somehow. And I noticed it came over me again, and it's very, very funny because you said to Thomas, it's I don't know your exact words, but like looking through that lens. Something is looking through that lens, and it made me also think, because I have more space for it. It can come up. I welcome it, and I look at it like you told us many times, like you're trying to help me, but at this moment, I don't see that it's helpful, and I don't make a problem of it. It's just welcome, and it maybe it's my mind. Uh, it is I think in a way I could say it's personal, but I don't think it's personal. It is so.
No, absolutely. No, not at all. I mean, not at all. Look, if we just be very, very, very simple, like for most of us, we've been conditioned with a habit of attention that produces a sense of separation.
Yeah.
And it's so familiar. Everyone we know is looking through that habit. So it looks like you're separate to me, I'm separate to life, I'm separate to the moment. And that is, I'd say, most people on the planet, that's the habit. And so the moment that habit is playing, then fear is inherent, because when we feel separate, that's the same as fear. So it's not personal at all. It's a habit that almost everybody knows very well. And that's why the invitation of Ramana is so powerful, because there's the recognition, I am that awareness already. There's just a habit playing that I'm not doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's conditioned, it's trauma-based, wherever it comes from. And that invitation of Ramana, who's aware of whatever, fear, anything, doesn't matter what we're aware of. If you ask who's aware of it, the only answer can be I am. And then the exploration, okay, the I am is awareness itself. You know, you could say, who am I? But it's just to bring attention back to that in which everything's appearing. That's here now.
Yeah.
So, you know, and so fundamentally, that's the invitation. So it doesn't matter what arises. It really doesn't matter. The question, you know, is it useful or necessary, can assist with you could say the belief that it's useful, that it's necessary, and to see that it actually it's not. You know, it's totally fine to simply be, to rest as who we've always been.
Mm-hmm.
But for most of us, you say just be in it. You know, it doesn't make any, it doesn't register because there's so many ideas of what I have to do, what, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you know, many of us, the imprint that we got from our caregivers interfered with our sense of the right to be just who we are as we are. You know, we got a different sense of our self-worth or our value, but again, oftentimes just that was the field that we grew up in. You know, so it's like, and somewhere along the line, this interest in resting as who we've always been came up. And then what, of course, is going to come up, all the conditioning around what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a man, all the conditioning, what it means to be a human, you know, all these different ideas, you could say, conditionings, and it's not personal, it's just,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, so we're here resting, and like you say, in that resting, there's a recognition, there's space for all these things to show themselves. And as they show themselves, and somehow we don't get caught in them or involved in them again, they self-liberate. It's we start to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just one thing that that became clear lately, but at the same time, I notice when I'm just sitting that, but that's of course the same. That, yeah, I'm sorry, it's just the same as what you're talking about. I don't need to bring it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. All right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I saw you have your retreat already announced on the website. I'm very happy
Mm,
for it. If
mm.
if life will allow them, I'm looking forward already. Yeah,
No, fantastic. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's all we can say. Yeah, if the life will
Who
allow,
knows?
because
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Many
Mm.
thanks. Yeah. Pete. Pete.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, here our exploration also makes sense, of course. And yes, there seems such a tendency to have been learned or to such an imprint. And like it was said before, it's subtle. It can creep in any minute, any second. Something is not okay. This is not enough.
Yeah.
It should be different. And
yeah,
and it's so subtle usually. And then some compensative movement is believed in, impulse to do, and it's really a great exploring today.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, at some point, what else is there? We hear, we know. There's awareness. That's my nature, and then there's just these funny habits. And to me, that the recognition that the exploration isn't for ourselves anymore.
Yeah.
That it's actually for the benefit of all beings, because it affects the field.
Yeah.
And so, like that, switching it from, oh, this means something about me personally, to, oh, yes, I'm happy to participate in this inquiry for the rest of my life, for the benefit of all beings. And it's so easy for it to turn and go, no, I'm in this for me, for my personal benefit or something.
Amazing.
And that's an error, of course. That just,
So, thank you.
Yeah, I think to me, that's such a deep, important seeing. Just, okay, look, these patterns at play, when we look really deeply, you can find there's nobody that's doing them. So, it's like, it's not conscious. Nobody consciously does that. It's just a momentum of old information that's appearing.
And it's like this is seen for the first time today, and this is of course nonsense, but in another sense, quite liberating, quite clearing up the scenery, so to say. Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah. The internet's a little slow, so not everybody's pictures come up. So if you raising your hand and I don't see it.
Isaac,
Yeah, who's that?
Antje.
Antje. I see you, I pinned you. Hi. It's taking a moment for your picture to come up, so just, now you're there, cool. Yeah, if you're raising your hand and not singing, just say hi, because the moment I'm only seeing half the pictures.
Isaac, Fred raises his hand.
Fred, okay, then I find Fred.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Fred. Yeah, cool. Found you. Let's see if I just pin you if your picture comes up. Yeah, I see you perfectly. Hi. You know, for most people that have this interest, there's an idea of achieving something, of accomplishing, of achieving enlightenment or getting somewhere. Very common within this interest. You could say that that's a filter that gets looked through. The recognition that who you already are. So it's not about achieving anything or getting anywhere. It's just a question of recognizing that which you already are. So it's not about purifying or doing anything. It's about a simple noticing, okay, yes, in this moment, there is that which is aware of thoughts, feelings, ideas, anything. And that's already here. So the question is, in a sense, like resting as that awareness, rather than resting as the sense of someone that has to do something. Because the moment we have this idea that enlightenment is something to be achieved, we're not here. We're running to try and get somewhere else. And what happens is our thinking, or what people call the mind, is now trying to measure to see whether we've accomplished whatever we think it looks like. Yeah. So this awareness is here now. Otherwise, we couldn't register anything. But the difficulty is, in a way, is that what is this awareness? Where is it? All we know is it's here, but it's not tangible. You can't feel it. You can't say what it is or where it is. It's not an experience. It's, it's more fundamental. It's that in which all experience arises in. Ever present.
Can I talk a little bit?
Of course, pleasure.
Yes, actually, it's very interesting because a couple of weeks ago, when I was doing my own contemplation, that's where it suddenly occurred to me that there was nobody realizing and nothing to realize.
Fantastic. Yes.
And then it just, I just like in the internal echo that says, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, like for 20 minutes. It's like a release. It's like a release.
Huge release. Yes, of course.
And then that was then where I was no longer looking.
Yeah,
as
fantastic.
in the seeking and the,
Yeah.
but then of course then I continue to look for stories.
Yeah.
I continue to
Yeah,
look for
you can say
stories
yeah, it's an old habit to look for stories and to try and measure. That's what our thinking does. It tries to do that stuff, but not recognizing that awareness is ever present, and not recognizing that that activity makes it seem like there's somewhere to get to. Just that seeking.
so it's the habit.
It's a habit. Yeah, familiar habit, where there's been identification of that habit. I'm a seeker, or I'm on the path, or something, some idea. But deeper than that, fundamentally, you're here already, nowhere to get to, no one here. That sense of being someone appears in awareness, in who we are, always. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. Really, very, you could say luck or grace or whatever that recognition happened for you, because it's rare. It's for most expressions of life that we call a person, that habit to keep running, to keep seeking, seems completely solid. Seems that's the identity. You could say, I'm a seeker.
It felt like actually it's interesting because it felt like a disappointment.
Yes, in a way.
And then it felt like a joke. I actually
Yes, of course.
wrote
And
I actually wrote something that said that it was like it's the biggest joke on earth.
exactly.
That was how I felt at the moment. So
Yeah, yes.
yeah.
Yes. No, I completely understand.
And then I was still, because did I conceptually understand it, or did I really understand? Like, was it a conceptual understanding, or was it a realization? Then that was the part where I
Yeah. So all, just to recognize that those are thoughts, and what we can call those thoughts is doubt.
Oh.
So somehow we doubt what we know, and so it's like, can it be that simple? And like you say, I was expecting something, and it's much more simple than that. It's a joke, and it's like,
it was a joke.
yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying.
Yeah, thank you. Beautiful. Good, the internet's working better again. Yes, sir. Hank. Hey.
Hello. If you say when you look really carefully, if there's somebody there,
Mhm.
then there is already somebody there, because then there is you that is looking. So it's in language maybe,
Yeah,
but also in when you say you, then there is me. The word you means from the other side, me.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the best is to keep quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. Language
Yeah.
isn't possible.
No, it's just for fun in a way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also it's I know. Yeah. And identification is also just an act that happens,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah. Nobody does it. That's clear.
Yeah. And then there can come somebody that would like to get rid of that activity, but that's also an activity.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Mhm. Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks. I was just thinking it's enough before you said thanks. And
Yeah.
and then I thought that's just also. But it's enough. It's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's Sebastian. Hi.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, loud and clear.
And I can hear you. It's it's actually not a funny question why we are here, but it is funny because I don't know why.
Yeah,
I don't need to.
exactly.
Why am I in this life or world, or why this and why that? Why do feelings come up? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, this space we're sharing together, it's it's actually not funny, but this is the most funny place I have. I I can't explain why, because it's not funny just to sit and stare out of the It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I was in Denmark, we have this place for the old hippies smoking a lot of marijuana and stuff. It's the best sauna goose I know, because everybody can just, you can speak to people you don't know, because we do know each other somehow. I mean,
Yeah.
I just don't take anything. But it's the best place for me to go, because often I just begin to laugh. I don't know why, but nobody thinks it's weird out there because he must be stoned. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm so happy to have this space with you and everyone else. I'm really, it means a lot to me.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't share this anywhere else. This, what, nothing. Yeah, without sounding a little bit, not a little bit, totally weird.
Mhm.
Maybe I am. I don't want that far. My whole life has just been, like wanting to be somebody, wanting to get rid of all these feelings and blah, 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 blah. Now I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
Man, and it seems like, no, it doesn't seem like, I mean, everything is just, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm. Ah, Susanne.
Hello, Isaac.
Hey.
Yeah, I want to look at something. um, Something that somehow I feel trapped again and again, and it's if I have to meet my sister, and if I have to clarify, or now we have someone who rented a place from us, and we have to make clear what we want and what we really don't want. And yeah, it activates a lot of fear here, or yeah. And that's what I wanted to look at with you.
Mm.
So it feels like I'm not myself anymore, or I feel trapped in 3 years old.
Mhm.
And I can see also what Sebastian is talking about.
Of course. Just for fun. This feeling of being trapped or whatever, is it real? Are you actually trapped? No. Okay.
No.
It's just a feeling that comes, yeah.
Yeah.
It surely goes again too.
Yeah, it comes and it goes, and
Yeah. And so let's just keep playing. So you say your sister, and what does your sister? What does it mean, your sister? There's an expression of life that we say, my sister, my brother, or something. Yeah.
yeah, it's just also a bunch of ideas I have
Yeah.
regarding expression of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
and then it's like what comes up then is memories and pictures and dynamics and all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, again, we can look at it and see, is that real?
No.
Actually not. Yeah? So then there's just, yeah, the
Comes and goes and
circumstance.
changes.
Yeah. So then it's just like, maybe we're sitting quietly and go, okay, what's true for me in relationship to this? And then just write it down and then don't have to discuss it or anything. This is what I want. Simple.
Yeah. And somehow it's like both systems, this system and the one of my sister, if they meet, it's if I think about her, so it gets so entangled and
Yeah, of course. So, but you're talking about then like a whole play of memories and old habits of perception and all this stuff, It's
yeah.
just like, okay. So, and then, but we just looked and you can see that, of course, that's seemingly how most of us seem to function. And it has a value. Okay, I remember this and this and this and this person was like this and this. And, it's like it colors the moment for sure. There's some value. Okay, I can trust, I can't trust. This is my history with this person, but in the end, it's just, I don't know. It's
Just a story.
just a story. Oftentimes with feelings and emotions, and like, oh, it's just that's part of the story. But
Also, the idea if I stay true to myself, I will lose the relationship, something like that.
if you can lose it, then what value has it?
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah, I don't even know.
So that's why I say that's all what comes into that's part of the story. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the end, we're going to lose everything.
Yeah.
We come with empty hands. So if you lose it now, what's the big difference?
Yeah.
It's funny, but it's like, okay.
Yeah, and when Esther was with you, it was also is it really possible to be in a meeting and really not go after any thought?
Yeah. Well, so now that's a You could say that's interesting to explore that. You just see moment by moment, that's all.
Mm.
What thought is more important than peace in this moment, or more important than...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Ah, Swaha.
Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
Good question is it enough? Yes, it's enough.
Thank you, Andrea, for hosting. Thank you, beloveds, for being here. Love, peace, beauty. So.